For decades, we've been told that walking is the golden ticket to aging gracefully. Doctors, magazines, and well-meaning neighbors have all praised its benefits, from keeping our hearts healthy to lifting our spirits. And it's true, walking is a wonderful way to stay active. But once we cross into our 70s, our bodies begin to tell a different story. The same steps that once energized us might now leave our joints aching or our balance slightly unsteady. It's not about giving up movement. It's about moving smarter, not harder. At this stage in life, what matters more is not how far we walk, but how well we move. Quality begins to outweigh quantity. Our energy becomes more precious, our bones a bit more fragile, and our routines need to evolve to meet these new needs. In this video, we'll explore why walking less, but exercising better, can lead to more strength, better balance, less pain, and a greater sense of control. So if you've ever wondered how to feel stronger and safer in your own body, even as the years go by, this story is for you. Let's rethink what it means to stay active after 70. If you are not subscribed, subscribe and activate the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. If you like the topic of this video, please comment 1. If you don't, please comment 0 to let me know how I can improve and make better videos for you. Now, let's begin. As we journey through our golden years, many of us carry a certain image of what healthy aging is supposed to look like. For decades, walking was painted as the gold standard. So simple, so accessible, the very symbol of independence. Some folks even made it a daily ritual, counting steps with pride or boasting about the miles they logged at the local mall. And for a time, that routine worked wonders, a way to breathe in the fresh morning air, wave to neighbors, and keep our bodies in motion. But aging, much like life itself, is not static. Our bodies speak to us differently in our 70s than they did in our 50s or 60s. If you're over 65, you might have noticed that a long walk on the sidewalk doesn't always feel the way it used to. Maybe the concrete seems harder beneath your shoes, or you find yourself tiring more quickly than before. Sometimes, it's a subtle ache in the knees after a brisk walk. Other times, it's a lingering soreness in the hips or an unwelcome stiffness that greets you the next morning. You might even worry about your balance, about that one uneven curb or the dog darting across your path. There's a reason for these changes, and it's not because you've done something wrong. As we age, our joints naturally become more sensitive, and the cartilage that once cushioned every step grows thinner. Decades of use and the simple process of living can mean those repetitive motions, especially walking long distances on hard surfaces, start to take a toll. Some folks develop arthritis or notice swelling after walking more than a block or two. Even a relatively short walk can sometimes bring on a dull, persistent pain that wasn't there in years past. More than that, our sense of balance can change with age. The reflexes we once took for granted become slower. Sometimes our legs don't quite move in sync with our intentions. That means the risk of stumbling or even falling becomes real. A single fall can change everything, often leading to a loss of confidence, a reluctance to go out, or in some cases, a more serious injury. It's natural, when faced with these realities, to feel frustrated or even a little betrayed by your own body. After all, weren't we told that walking was supposed to be good for us? But here's an important truth. Healthy aging isn't about pushing our bodies to do more than they're built for at this stage. It's about adapting, listening, and honoring our new limitations. Not as failures, but as invitations to grow smarter about our self-care. That's why, for many seniors, walking less isn't a sign of weakness or giving up. It's a way of respecting the precious energy you have and putting it to better use. Think of your daily energy as a limited resource, like a battery that needs to be managed carefully. When you spend that energy on long walks that leave you aching or increase your risk of falling, you may be draining your reserves without getting much in return. But when you shift your focus to activities that build strength, improve balance, and keep your joints limber, you end up with a healthier body, fewer aches, and more confidence in your everyday life. For instance, You might replace those hour-long neighborhood walks with a shorter stroll combined with a gentle strength training routine. Lifting light weights or using resistance bands can help preserve the muscle mass that keeps you steady on your feet and supports your joints. Stronger muscles act as shock absorbers, reducing the pressure on your knees and hips, and helping you rise from a chair or climb stairs without a second thought. These kinds of exercises don't require a gym membership, just a willingness to try, perhaps in your living room or at a local community center. Or you might find greater benefit in balance exercises. Simple moves like standing on one leg while holding the kitchen counter or practicing Tai Chi in the park. These activities challenge your body in new ways and help retrain the muscles and nerves that keep you upright. Over time, they build a sense of security and independence, making it easier to enjoy outings with friends or simply move around your home without worry. Flexibility exercises, too, can be transformative. Gentle stretches each morning help keep the body supple, reduce stiffness, and make daily tasks, like reaching into a cupboard or tying your shoes, feel easier and more comfortable. You'll be less likely to pull a muscle or suffer a strain, and you may even find that old aches fade away as you reclaim your range of motion. Most importantly, these alternative forms of exercise allow you to save your energy for what truly matters. Instead of exhausting yourself on walks that do more harm than good, you'll find yourself with enough energy to garden, play with grandkids, enjoy hobbies, or attend community events. Your activities will bring joy instead of fatigue, and your body will thank you with less pain and greater ease of movement. This isn't to say that walking is suddenly bad. Far from it. For some, a daily walk is a beloved routine, a way to connect with nature or clear the mind. But it's vital to recognize when your body is asking for something different, and to permit yourself to adjust your habits without guilt or regret. The journey of aging is about wisdom and adaptation. We learn to cherish our well-being in new ways, trading sheer quantity for meaningful quality. By walking a little less, and investing in smarter, safer, and more effective forms of movement, you're not giving up. You're stepping into a new chapter of self-care, one where every move you make is a gift to yourself and your future. So the next time you lace up your sneakers, pause and ask yourself, am I walking out of habit, or am I truly supporting my health today? It's never too late to rethink what your body needs, and to discover that sometimes less really is more. 1. Strength training. As the years move forward, there's a quiet but powerful truth that often goes overlooked. Muscle is one of our greatest allies in aging well. Think back, perhaps, to your younger days. The sense of confidence that came from strong legs powering you upstairs, arms that made carrying groceries effortless, or simply the steady ease with which you got out of a chair. Strength, for so long, was just a given, a part of life that rarely called attention to itself. But time, as we know, has its rhythm. As we grow older, something subtle but significant happens in our bodies. Muscles, once robust and resilient, begin to lose some of their mass and tone. This process, called sarcopenia, is entirely natural, but it brings its own set of challenges. Tasks that used to be easy, lifting a laundry basket, opening a stubborn jar, standing up from the sofa, can start to feel more taxing. You might notice yourself hesitating before climbing steps, or feeling just a bit less steady than you did a decade ago. The good news? This change isn't something you simply have to accept. Strength is one of the few aspects of health that we can actively rebuild at any age. No matter how many candles are on your birthday cake, it is possible to regain muscle, improve your posture, boost your metabolism, and perhaps most importantly, protect your independence. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 1 below to let me know that you are still here with me. Let's be clear. Strength training for seniors does not mean sweating under heavy barbells at the gym or pushing yourself to exhaustion. It means working with your body, right where it is, using gentle and controlled movements. Often, the best place to start is at home, with a few simple tools. A resistance band, a pair of light hand weights, sometimes even cans of soup will do. Or even just your body weight. The point isn't how much you can lift, but how consistently and safely you challenge your muscles to stay active. Imagine this. You begin with the basics. Perhaps it's sitting and standing from a chair 10 times in a row, using your legs to push yourself upright. Maybe you hold a resistance band in your hands and slowly stretch it out in front of you, feeling your arms and shoulders wake up. Or you try simple wall push-ups, letting the strength build gradually in your chest and triceps. Each of these movements is an invitation for your body to grow stronger, bit by bit, day by day. As you practice, you might notice the little victories first. Standing up gets easier, carrying bags isn't as tiring, and even balance improves, because stronger muscles mean steadier footing. That's no small thing. One of the biggest threats to independence in later life is falling, and falls often happen when muscles are weak or reflexes are slow. Strength training creates a sturdy foundation under your feet, helping you react more quickly, steady yourself, and avoid those dangerous spills that can lead to months of recovery. There's another bonus. As muscles grow, they pull gently on your bones, signaling them to stay dense and healthy. This process is essential for preventing osteoporosis, the thinning of bones that can make breaks and fractures more likely. By keeping both muscles and bones strong, you're giving your body the structural support it needs to stand tall, move freely, and avoid the hunched posture that sometimes comes with age. And don't overlook the impact on your metabolism. Muscle burns more calories than fat, even when you're resting. So by adding a little strength training to your week, you're helping your body manage weight, regulate blood sugar, and keep cholesterol in check. You may even find you have more energy throughout the day, enough to keep up with grandchildren, tend to your garden, or finish those projects you've put off. But perhaps the greatest benefit is the confidence that grows as your body responds. There's a unique pride that comes from seeing yourself improve, lifting a bit more, feeling less winded, or simply standing a little taller. That confidence radiates into every part of life, from how you walk into a room to how you approach new challenges. It can even lift your mood, helping to ease feelings of anxiety or sadness that sometimes visit us in quieter moments. Getting started doesn't have to be complicated. The first step is always the hardest, especially if you haven't done much exercise in a while, or if you're worried about injury. That's why it's wise to talk to your doctor or a physical therapist before beginning any new routine. They can suggest movements that are safe for your particular health needs and help you set realistic goals. Once you have the green light, keep it simple and gentle. Start with 2 days a week, focusing on the major muscle groups: legs, hips, back, abdomen, chest, shoulders, and arms. Allow your body time to rest between sessions, and don't be discouraged by slow progress. Every bit of effort counts. Listen to your body. If something feels wrong or painful, stop and reassess. Muscle soreness the day after is normal, but sharp pain is not. Over time, you'll discover which exercises make you feel good and which ones you might want to modify. The beauty of strength training is its flexibility. You can adapt it to your own pace, your own space, and your own goals. And remember, you don't have to do it alone. Many community centers, local YMCAs, and senior centers offer classes tailored specifically to older adults. Joining a group can add a layer of social connection and encouragement, making the experience more enjoyable. Plus, working out with friends is always more fun. Ultimately, strength training is not just about muscles. It's about reclaiming your sense of agency in the world. It's about walking into each new day with a bit more vigor, security, and hope. You're not just maintaining your health, you're building it, one gentle repetition at a time. So if you ever wonder whether it's too late to start, let this be your answer. It's never too late. Your body is ready to surprise you. Give it a chance. 2. Balance exercises. Some life changes happen slowly, quietly. Balance is often one of them. Maybe you don't notice it at first. Perhaps you catch yourself steadying a hand on the banister as you go down the stairs, or you reach for the countertop as you stand up from a low chair. It's only later that you realize you're being a little more careful, a bit more cautious, where once you moved without a second thought. It's a common part of aging, but one that's easy to overlook until something brings it to your attention. A stumble in the garden, a near miss on an uneven sidewalk, or a friend who took a fall and ended up spending weeks in recovery. In America, falls are one of the leading causes of injury among older adults, and they have a way of changing not just our bodies, but our confidence, our willingness to go out, even our independence. But there's something wonderfully hopeful about balance. It's not set in stone. The body can learn. Muscles, nerves, and even our sense of where we are in space, what doctors call proprioception, can be trained and improved at any age. By practicing balance exercises, you give yourself an insurance policy, a way to move through the world with a greater sense of steadiness and control. The first step is simple awareness. Start by noticing when and where you feel unsteady. Maybe it's getting out of bed in the morning, or walking across a slick kitchen floor. Instead of seeing these moments as setbacks, view them as reminders of what your body needs. A little extra practice, a little more attention. You don't need fancy equipment or even a big space to work on your balance. The beauty of balance exercises is their simplicity and adaptability. For example, try standing near the kitchen counter or the back of a sturdy chair. Hold on lightly for support, then lift one foot just an inch or two off the floor. Can you hold that position for a few seconds? Maybe you wobble at first, but over time, those seconds turn into 10, then 20, and eventually you find yourself steadier, less reliant on your hands. For an added challenge, try closing your eyes or moving your free arm gently from side to side. These small adjustments ask your body and brain to work together, recalibrating your sense of equilibrium. Each time you practice, you're reinforcing the connection between your mind and your muscles. Other exercises might include walking heel to toe across the room, like you're balancing on a narrow beam. It might feel silly, but it's remarkably effective, building the muscles in your feet, ankles, and legs while sharpening your attention to every step. Or practice shifting your weight from one leg to the other while standing, noticing how your body responds and adapts. For those who enjoy group activities or want a little extra guidance, disciplines like Tai Chi and yoga are powerful tools for balance. Tai Chi, with its slow, flowing movements, helps train both body and mind to stay grounded and centered. In a sunlit park or a quiet community center, the gentle swaying motions and deliberate postures do wonders. OT only for your sense of balance, but for your peace of mind. Yoga, too, offers a wealth of poses that strengthen the core and legs, improve flexibility, and deepen awareness of every movement. Many classes cater specifically to seniors, offering modifications and support so everyone can participate comfortably. Perhaps one of the most overlooked aspects of balance is the role of the feet and ankles. As we age, these parts of the body tend to stiffen or weaken, especially if we spend a lot of time sitting or wear shoes that limit their natural movement. Simple exercises, like rolling your ankles in circles, scrunching a towel with your toes, or flexing your feet up and down, can help restore strength and flexibility, making it easier to recover your footing if you trip or slip. What's remarkable is how quickly these practices can make a difference. Many people notice improvements in just a few weeks. A greater ease in getting up from chairs, more confidence on walks, less worry about stepping into the shower or onto the porch. And as your balance improves, so does your posture. You may find yourself standing taller, shoulders back, head held high. This, in turn, supports healthy breathing and digestion, and projects a sense of vitality that can be felt inside and out. The emotional benefits are just as important. Regaining your balance often means regaining a sense of freedom, the confidence to stroll around the block, enjoy a picnic in the park, or play with grandchildren without hesitation. It's not just about preventing falls. It's about living life fully, without the nagging fear of losing your footing. It's natural to feel some trepidation about starting new exercises, especially if you're worried about falling. Always begin with support. Hold on to something sturdy, have someone nearby if that helps, and work at your own pace. Progress is measured in small victories. A steadier step, a longer hold, a more relaxed stride. If you ever feel unsure, speak to your doctor or a physical therapist. They can suggest routines tailored to your needs and help you build a plan that fits your abilities and goals. Remember, balance is a lifelong skill, a gift you can give yourself at any age. Each time you practice, you're not just improving your physical stability. You're sending a message to yourself: I am capable. I am resilient. I can trust my body. That message, repeated day after day, builds not just balance but a deeper sense of self-assurance that can carry you into each new season of life with strength and grace. 3. Flexibility and range of motion exercises. There's something quietly wonderful about the feeling of ease, reaching for your coffee cup on a high shelf, bending to tie your shoes, turning in your garden to greet a neighbor with a wave. These small movements, so natural and effortless in our younger years, often become more challenging as we grow older. Maybe your back stiffens after sitting for a while, or your shoulders protest when you stretch for the top cupboard. Sometimes it's a dull ache in the hips or a gentle tug in the hamstrings as you stand up from your favorite chair. This gradual tightening isn't your imagination. It's a natural part of aging. Our muscles lose some of their elasticity over time, and the connective tissues that once let us twist and turn with ease begin to stiffen. We might find ourselves moving more slowly, unconsciously limiting our reach, or even avoiding certain activities that once brought joy. But here's the good news. Flexibility is not lost forever. Like many things in life, it can be renewed with a little intention and gentle effort. By making flexibility and range of motion exercises a part of your daily routine, you can reclaim a sense of freedom in your movements, allowing your body to feel more open, relaxed, and comfortable day after day. Think back to a time when you stretched without thinking, perhaps a luxurious yawn in the morning, arms overhead, toes pointed. That instinct, that desire to elongate the body and shake off stiffness, is one of the oldest signals of self-care. As we age, it becomes all the more important to listen to that signal and respond with kindness, not only to reduce aches and pains, but to maintain the independence and joy that comes from moving easily through the world. Starting a flexibility routine doesn't require special equipment or a trip to the gym. The best place to begin is often at home, with the simple stretches you may remember from gym class or childhood play. Gentle, regular movements, reaching for the sky, bending side to side, rolling your shoulders, can work wonders. Even just standing tall, taking a slow breath, and letting your arms sweep up overhead can release tension and set a positive tone for the day. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 2 below to let me know that you are still here with me. One classic stretch is the seated forward bend. Sitting tall in a sturdy chair, simply extend your arms and slowly lean forward, reaching for your toes or your ankles. There's no need to force anything. The goal is a gentle pull, not pain. You might only move an inch or two at first, but over time, you'll notice greater reach and less resistance. Another favorite is the gentle spinal twist. Sitting up straight, place your right hand on the outside of your left knee and gently turn your shoulders to the left, feeling a light stretch along your back. Hold for a few breaths, then return to center and repeat on the other side. This move is especially good for easing tension and encouraging mobility in the spine, which supports almost every other movement you make. Don't forget your neck and shoulders, areas that carry much of life's tension. Slowly tilt your head from side to side, then roll your shoulders in gentle circles. These small movements not only relieve stiffness but also increase awareness of how your body feels, helping you to spot tightness before it becomes a problem. For your lower body, simple standing calf stretches or hamstring stretches can help keep your legs supple. Stand behind a sturdy chair and, keeping your heel on the floor, gently lean forward to stretch your calf. Or lying on your back, loop a towel around your foot and gently pull your leg upward, keeping it straight. Remember, flexibility isn't just about being able to touch your toes or twist like a pretzel. It's about maintaining the range of motion your body needs for daily life. Getting in and out of the car, reaching behind you, turning to look over your shoulder. These abilities are easy to take for granted, but they are essential for living independently and enjoying the moments that matter. The benefits of regular stretching extend far beyond the physical. Stretching encourages relaxation, allowing tension to melt away and quieting the mind after a busy day. It's a peaceful way to reconnect with yourself, focusing on your breath, feeling the muscles lengthen and soften. Many people find that incorporating stretches into their evening routine helps them unwind, preparing the body and mind for restful sleep. Flexibility exercises can also play a vital role in preventing injuries. When muscles are supple and joints are mobile, the body is better able to adapt to sudden movements or recover from a stumble. This means you're less likely to pull a muscle, strain your back, or suffer a fall. As with any new activity, it's important to move at your own pace. Never push to the point of pain, and always listen to what your body is telling you. Some days will feel easier than others, and that's perfectly normal. Progress comes with patience, persistence, and kindness to yourself. If you're unsure where to start, look for a gentle yoga or stretching class in your community. Many senior centers offer sessions tailored to older adults. Or follow along with a video at home, using a towel or strap for extra support as needed. Invite a friend or family member to join you. Stretching together is a wonderful way to share both laughter and accountability. Over time, you may find yourself moving more freely, with less pain and more joy. The world opens up a little wider when you can move without hesitation. Flexibility, in its quiet way, gives us back our confidence, and with it, the simple pleasures of a life well lived. 4. Mindful movement. In the quiet moments of our days, those gentle spaces between appointments, chores, and family phone calls, many of us start to realize just how much our minds and bodies influence one another. Maybe you've noticed that on days when you're anxious or restless, your shoulders creep up toward your ears, or your breathing feels a little shallow. Or perhaps you felt how a peaceful morning, filled with calm and gratitude, seems to lighten every step you take. This subtle connection between mind and body becomes even more important as we age. The world can feel a bit faster, sometimes noisier, sometimes lonelier. Our bodies, too, have their own stories to tell. A twinge here, a creak there, a memory of yesterday's gardening that lingers in our joints. Yet, there's tremendous power in learning how to move with intention, to bring our attention, even for a few minutes, to the present moment and the sensations of our breath and body. This is the heart of mindful movement. Mindful movement isn't about performing perfect poses or mastering complex routines. Instead, it's about slowing down, tuning in, and using movement as a way to gently quiet the mind and awaken the body. This could be as simple as a slow, deliberate walk through your backyard, noticing the cool grass under your feet, the sun warming your shoulders, the rhythm of your breath in and out. It might be a few minutes spent stretching in the morning, letting each movement flow into the next, paying attention to how your muscles feel as they lengthen and release. For many older adults, mindful movement practices like Tai Chi, yoga, or Qigong become treasured rituals. More than just exercise, they become a form of self-care and even meditation. Tai Chi, sometimes described as meditation in motion, uses gentle, flowing movements that help center both mind and body. The movements are never rushed. There's a grace and deliberateness to them, almost like a slow-motion dance. Practiced outdoors or in a sunny room, Tai Chi encourages deep breathing and a focused mind, helping to melt away the stress and chatter of the day. Yoga offers another path to mindful movement, inviting you to link breath and motion in a series of gentle poses and stretches. You don't need to twist yourself into a pretzel to benefit. Seated or supported yoga is just as powerful and can be adapted to every ability and comfort level. With each pose, you are invited to notice how your body feels, to honor what's comfortable, and to breathe through the tension. Yoga has a way of softening both body and spirit, easing not only tight muscles but anxious thoughts as well. Qigong, with its ancient roots in Chinese medicine, blends simple movements, breath work, and visualization. These slow, repetitive motions help circulate energy, what practitioners call qi, throughout the body, encouraging relaxation and a quiet, centered mind. You don't need any special equipment, just an open mind and a willingness to try. What all these practices have in common is their emphasis on presence. In a world that so often pulls us into the past or pushes us toward the future, mindful movement invites us to come home to ourselves, just as we are right now. You might begin a session feeling scattered or stiff, but by the end, find yourself calmer, clearer, and more in touch with your own needs and limits. There are deep health benefits to these practices as well. Studies show that regular mindful movement can lower blood pressure, reduce the body's stress hormone, cortisol, and improve sleep quality. Over time, participants often notice less anxiety, better focus, and a greater sense of resilience when facing life's ups and downs. Physically, these gentle forms of movement help with balance, flexibility, and coordination, making everyday activities safer and easier. But perhaps the greatest gift is how mindful movement can shift our relationship with aging itself. Instead of feeling like a battle to be won or lost, each session becomes an opportunity to honor the journey, to celebrate what your body can do, and to approach changes and limitations with compassion rather than frustration. You don't need to devote hours each day to feel the benefits. Even 5 or 10 minutes can make a difference. Try starting your morning with a simple breathing exercise, or close your day with a gentle sequence of stretches. Let yourself notice the feeling of your feet on the ground, the rise and fall of your chest, the warmth in your muscles as you move. If you're not sure where to start, many community centers, senior centers, or libraries offer beginner classes in Tai Chi, yoga, or Qigong. There are also countless free videos online tailored to older adults. Choose one that matches your energy level, and don't hesitate to try a few before you find what feels right for you. Invite a friend or loved one to join you. Mindful movement is often more enjoyable and more motivating with company. As you explore mindful movement, be patient and kind with yourself. Some days will be easier than others. What matters is not how perfectly you perform the movements, but how present you are for each breath, each gentle shift, each moment of stillness. In this way, mindful movement becomes more than just an exercise. It becomes a celebration of the life within you, a way to nurture both body and soul every single day. 5. Aquatic exercise. There's a special kind of peace that comes from being in the water. Maybe you remember summer afternoons at a neighborhood pool, the joyful shouts of children echoing, the sun sparkling on the surface. Or perhaps it's the memory of floating quietly in a lake or enjoying the gentle waves at the ocean's edge, your worries dissolving with every ripple. For many of us, water has always been a place of comfort, freedom, and lightness. As we grow older, that relationship with water can take on new meaning. For seniors, aquatic exercise is not just a pleasant pastime. It's a powerful and accessible way to support health, independence, and well-being, all while feeling supported in ways that land-based exercises sometimes can't provide. One of the first things you notice when you step into the water is how your body feels almost weightless. The aches and pains that might trouble you on dry land seem to fade, replaced by a gentle buoyancy. This isn't just your imagination. Water supports up to 90% of your body weight, drastically reducing the stress on joints and bones. For those living with arthritis, chronic back pain, or recovering from injury, this can make movement easier, more comfortable, and, for many, even enjoyable again. Aquatic exercise comes in many forms, and there's truly something for everyone. Some people enjoy simple water walking, making laps around the shallow end of a pool, feeling the gentle resistance with every step. Others join group classes, where laughter and camaraderie fill the air as friends move through a series of guided exercises. Kicks, arm circles, gentle squats, all designed to increase strength, flexibility, and cardiovascular health. Swimming laps at your own pace offers a full-body workout, while aqua aerobics and dance classes add music and fun to the mix. If you've never tried aquatic exercise, you might be surprised at just how effective it can be. The natural resistance of water turns even the simplest movements into opportunities for strength building. Every time you push your arm forward or kick your leg behind, the water gently pushes back. This means your muscles get a solid workout, but without the pounding impact or risk of injury that sometimes comes with traditional exercise. The result? Improved muscle tone, greater endurance, and stronger bones, all in a setting that feels more like play than work. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 3 below to let me know that you are still here with me. Cardiovascular health is another area where aquatic exercise shines. Activities like swimming, water jogging, or participating in a group water fitness class get your heart pumping and lungs working, which in turn boosts circulation and lowers blood pressure. Over time, many people notice they have more stamina for daily activities, whether it's climbing stairs, gardening, or keeping up with grandchildren. Flexibility and range of motion are also improved in the pool. The supportive environment makes it easier to move joints through their full range, gently stretching muscles and increasing mobility. Movements that might feel awkward or painful on land are suddenly accessible. That's why aquatic exercise is often recommended for those with stiff joints or limited flexibility. It helps restore confidence and independence, one stretch at a time. Beyond the physical benefits, there's a certain joy that comes from moving in water. The soothing temperature, the sensation of floating, and the freedom to move without fear of falling can all help reduce anxiety and lift your mood. Studies have shown that regular aquatic exercise can ease symptoms of depression and even help improve sleep. For many, the pool becomes a sanctuary, a place to unwind, connect with others, and feel uplifted, both physically and emotionally. Safety, of course, is always top of mind. Most community pools have friendly, attentive staff and lifeguards on duty. Classes are typically led by experienced instructors who understand the needs of older adults and can offer modifications for different abilities. Non-slip mats, grab bars, and pool steps make getting in and out easier. And if you're not a strong swimmer, no worries. Many programs take place in the shallow end, where you can always keep your feet on the pool floor. It's also important to listen to your body. Start slow, especially if you haven't been active for a while. Bring a friend along for encouragement, or just for the fun of sharing a new experience. Wear comfortable, well-fitting swimwear, and consider water shoes for extra grip. Remember to drink water, as exercise in the pool can be surprisingly dehydrating. If you're not sure where to begin, check with your local community center, YMCA, or fitness club. Many offer introductory classes specifically for seniors, as well as special hours for adult swim or quiet lap swimming. Some centers even have heated therapy pools, which are particularly soothing for those with joint pain or limited mobility. Aquatic exercise isn't just another way to check fitness off your list. It's an opportunity to rediscover movement in a way that brings comfort, laughter, and connection. You might find yourself looking forward to your pool days, not just for the workout, but for the sense of community and well-being they bring. As you step out of the water, you may notice a renewed sense of lightness, not just in your body, but in your spirit. You've given yourself the gift of gentle movement, of letting go of the heaviness that sometimes comes with age, and of embracing a new way to stay active, strong, and joyful. So, the next time you see the pool's shimmering surface, don't hesitate. The water is waiting, and so is a healthier, happier you. Before starting any new journey, especially one focused on our health and well-being, it's wise to pause and prepare. Stepping into a new exercise routine can feel both exciting and a little daunting, like opening a new chapter that's full of possibility. But with a few thoughtful steps, you can make the path smoother and safer, and set yourself up for lasting success. The first and most important piece of advice is to check in with your doctor before you begin. Think of your healthcare provider as a trusted partner, someone who knows your history and can help guide you toward choices that suit your personal needs. A simple conversation can make all the difference, especially if you're living with health conditions like heart disease, arthritis, or diabetes. Your doctor may suggest specific types of exercise, offer modifications, or even run a few routine checks to be sure you're ready. Once you're cleared to start, listen carefully to your own body. The goal of exercise isn't to push through pain or ignore warning signs. If you feel sharp discomfort, dizziness, or unusual fatigue, it's time to stop and rest. There's wisdom in learning the difference between gentle muscle soreness, which is normal when trying something new, and the kind of pain that signals you should slow down or modify an activity. Trust your instincts. Your body knows when something isn't right. Staying motivated is much easier when you choose activities you genuinely enjoy. Whether it's dancing, swimming, gardening, or walking with a friend, doing what brings you happiness will help turn exercise into a welcome part of your daily life. Some people thrive in group classes, while others prefer the quiet rhythm of a solo routine. Experiment until you find what feels just right. The best exercise is the one you'll look forward to and stick with over time. To keep things interesting and balanced, try to mix up your activities. Combining strength, balance, flexibility, and aerobic exercises can help you avoid boredom and target all the key areas of your health. Variety not only challenges your body in new ways, but also keeps your mind engaged and curious. Don't overlook the basics. The right clothes and shoes make a world of difference. Choose supportive, comfortable footwear to protect your joints, especially if you're walking or taking a class. Wear breathable clothing that allows you to move freely and keeps you cool. This small investment in your comfort will help you move with confidence and reduce the risk of blisters or strain. Finally, create a safe environment for your workouts. Clear away clutter, secure loose rugs, and make sure your exercise area has good lighting. If you're working out at home, keep a sturdy chair nearby for balance or rest. Safety isn't about being fearful, it's about giving yourself the best possible setting to move, stretch, and grow stronger. Every new step is a chance to honor yourself and your health. With care and intention, you can build a routine that keeps you active, independent, and full of vitality for years to come. As we close this chapter together, it's worth pausing to appreciate just how remarkable the journey of aging can be. Every day brings new opportunities to care for ourselves, to listen more closely to what our bodies need, and to discover fresh ways to stay strong, mobile, and joyful. Whether you find yourself moving a little slower than you once did or facing changes you never expected, remember, you are not alone on this path. Millions of others are walking it too, each with their challenges, wisdom, and small triumphs. Staying active after 70 isn't about chasing youth or pretending nothing changes. It's about finding what works for you now, embracing the tools that help you feel your best, and savoring the independence that comes from taking good care of yourself. Maybe it's swapping long walks for balance or strength exercises, discovering the calm that comes with mindful movement, or laughing with friends in the warm waters of an exercise pool. Every choice you make to honor your body is a step toward a fuller, more vibrant life. If this video has inspired you or helped you rethink how to move and care for yourself, I invite you to share one thing you've learned, or plan to try, in the comments below. Your story might be just what someone else needs to hear. And if you found these lessons valuable, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us reach more people, create more helpful content, and build a community where everyone feels seen and encouraged. Thank you for spending this time with me. Here's to health, happiness, and the next steps of your journey, one mindful, meaningful movement at a time.